My cold emails aren't getting responses. I need to do CPR on my campaigns to revive them. My clients aren't happy with me because they're like, where is all my meetings? You're getting zero replies. If any of this is you, this video might be for you. I would definitely think about it. So in this video, I'm going to go through using AI in cold email to find new angles. And this is a little framework that I've developed because I dealt with this problem as well. And I'm going to go through all the prompts. I'm going to list them out. You'll get them as well. And I'll basically give you a visual example of kind of how everything works. If you don't know who I am, my name's Liam. I run an agency called MTOS, Cold Email Lead Generation Agency. We send around 200 to 250,000 emails a month, and in the year of 2025, we'll be scaling up. So we'll see how that goes. But this is basically what I use at the beginning of basically all my campaigns. So I'm going to go right into it. Less talking, more doing is what I like to say. So this is a visual example of what I'm kind of looking at. So, okay, so this is basically my Miro board that I use for a lot of my YouTube videos. So I'm just gonna zoom in, and yeah, so instead of cleaning it, you'll know. So pretend you have Mr. Prospect, right? This is Mr. Prospect, right? And I can't really draw, right? And they're like, leads, please. Wow, this is way harder than I thought it was. So this person is looking for leads, let's say, right? And you are like, okay, you want leads. I think I can help you with getting leads. It's one of those things that I'm actually very good at. So you're like, okay, so we're just going to attack the leads problem. But what you actually don't know is that this person, other than a leads problem, has this thing, right, in their cranium, right? They're having like a HR problem as well. Because like let's say they need leads, but they actually also need people to service the leads. Or let's say they also need, I don't know, HR, sales. They have a sales problem. So maybe their sales process is cooked, right? It just doesn't work, and it's just terrible, right? And these are all problems that this person has. And depending on the person you're kind of targeting, they care about different parts of this kind of equation. So that's one of the things that's very important as well. So I'm going to show you how to get like the different trigger points for also different industries with industry lingo. So they have, first of all, let's say this person has three problems, and the main glaring one is, let's say it is leads and it's not HR, and you figured out that the problem is leads. Well, then how do you frame it in a way that they actually think that like you can actually help their problem and this is actually a pain point that they're dealing with? So let's say we now have, wow, that is not how you draw a person's face. So we now have Terry, right? This is Terry, right? And he, oh, okay. Wait. We might have to scrub a bit of Terry off right now. There we go. Oh, there we go. We have Terry's body back. Right. So now we have Terry, right? And you come to him saying, you're like, we can get you 8 new leads, um P/M. So per month, you can get them 8 new leads per month, right? Let's say that's like your value proposition or something. But Terry actually doesn't care about getting 8 new leads a month. He actually cares about getting 8 qualified leads a month. Or maybe he doesn't even want 8 qualified leads a month. He wants 4. Maybe he just wants 4 qualified leads a month. So qualified, I'm just gonna do Q out because I can't actually like work this out properly. I can't write on this. So maybe he actually just wants 4 qualified leads a month. And maybe it's not like a leads problem. Maybe to get these leads, he actually has a funnel problem and he doesn't actually have, let's say, an ads problem. So maybe he knows his creatives are good, but he knows his funnel is this. So now now you have this problem. So these congregate where that's like the main problem. But like how you get to it is like yeah, so how you get to it is you then need to, let's say, figure out, so maybe he's using ads right now. So it's like it's, and you have I'm gonna do creative. How do you spell creative? Creat. I'm gonna do creative, right? That's gonna be an ad creative. I just feel like a little. If you're a B2B business looking to grow and you're looking to move away from unstable acquisition channels like inbound leads or referrals, just because they can be inconsistent at times, there's a link below to book a call. See if you qualify to send 30 to 50,000 cold emails per month, highly personalized using AI on a complete done for you basis. So you don't touch a thing. It'll be completely on autopilot. With that out of the way, let's get back to the video box here. Yeah, so we have an ad creative, right? But maybe instead of an ad creative, he actually has a funnel problem. Oh, that's not how you spell funnel. That's supposed to be two N's. Whoops. Right, that's how you spell funnel. And like, right, so now we have an ads problem. or maybe it's a funnel problem, or there's all these different problems, right, that you need to hit on that you probably aren't doing because, to be frank, you can be lazy. Because I did this too, where you're just out there and you're like, so like I could write these campaigns, but I don't know how, or like I don't know what lingo they have or what problems they have. This is what AI is for, and I'm going to give you the exact prompt. So wait, let me see. So yeah, is there anything else I want to do? Nah, that's about it. Right. So let's go back here. So this is in the below, by the way. If you want to see the rest of this, like there's a bunch of videos here. There's actually a bunch of value you can definitely look at. So it depends on if you want to look at it. That drawing might still be there. We'll see how pushy I am. So I'm actually going to do this alongside of you. I'm going to make up something like a person along the way, and I'll show you how I kind of get it, like my prompt pain points. So I have a cool friend called Merlin, and this is like a software. So I'm going to lean in now because that's, it's getting serious. If I go Alt Z, we bring up a bro man called Merlin. Basically, I'm going to do this alongside you while we're talking. So, prompt one. This is a 6 prompts series, 6 or 7 prompts. Wait, oh, it's 7 prompts. So it's a 7 prompt step, and you basically go through this and you figure out. And I'll explain to you my thought process and why this is actually really, really important. So, give me the top 20 pain points for our industry, right? Those are the top 20 pain points, right? So you want to figure out what their pain points is. So for we'll say company in the finance industry right now, between X and X employees, between, let's say, 5 to 25. So there's 2 things I want to note on this that is actually really important. So I'm going to go back here, right? You actually have control over whether Terry is a director. Or EC. Wow, I cannot do this, bro. I'm getting a cramp in my hand right now. I'm actually getting a cramp in my hand. I'm going to stop doing that because my hand's cramping. So it's a director, or you like if he's a head of sales, right? That's important because you need to cater first of all the pain point towards them. The second thing is their employee size is really important because a company that is doing 10K or that has like 10K employees, or a company that has 5 employees have very different problems. The one that has 5 probably has a leads problem. The one that has 10K definitely does not have a leads problem. They probably have a HR problem. So that's really important. So we're just gonna run this in, and then we're going to see what Monsieur GPT says. Oh, I should probably turn off. Yeah. So that has web access. So in December of 2024, companies in the finance industry faced blah blah, finance, economic turbulence, cybersecurity, ineffective collections processes. Right. So I'm gonna make this really difficult for myself because I actually picked finance, but I'll just show you how it works because I probably could have done like social media marketing agency and it would have been really easy. So then the next one is, oh, by the way, all these prompts, yeah, it'll be in the thing. I'm just going to cut that off so I can do this. So I run an agency, the service, and I want you to take the top 10 pain points or the top pain points I'm about to provide you and remove the problem. The problems I can't solve and keep the problems I can solve using the list above. I use both because whenever I do this, it didn't copy and paste. I say both because it just gets really funky when you don't do that. So Control C here, and we drop it in here. So I'm just going to use lead generation because that's what I do. Cold email lead generation. I want you to take the top pain points I'm about to provide you and remove. Yeah, okay. If I run this, it should be fine. I don't need to provide it anything. Oh, okay. It seems. Oh yes. Yeah. No. It did double. By generating cash flow management, by generating effective leads efficiently, you can help finance companies secure new clients. An effective collection process, better lead generations can lead to more opportunities, which may include clients who are reliable in paying their invoices. So, right, what I want you to understand is that these are pain points, right? So, if I was to write an email to finance companies that are dealing with this, I would say something like, "Hi, Name, you're probably dealing with clients that aren't reliable in paying their invoices right now. We're able to generate you leads that reliably pay. Like, think about that. Like, this is what I mean by like playing on pain points and actually trying to find new angles when you're running a cold email campaign. Um, so yeah, by generating leads efficiently, you can help finance companies secure new clients, cash flow management, talent retention by helping finance companies grow their database client base, career development as companies grow, keep up with the industry trends, insights, client expectations, operational efficiency. So the one I'd be looking at here is ineffective collection processes. Personally, just doing this again. Um, I don't think lead generation for this was probably a good idea, but who knows? And then what you want to do, you want to rank it from psychological most painful to least painful. This is very important because people respond to you via pain, right? Like they need to be in pain. Like you need to be solving a problem. And Charlie Morgan said this, but pain is, or value is created when pain is alleviated. So if you can alleviate pain, then yeah, then they'll respond to you, you know? So rank these from most psychologically painful to least and high employee turnover. So again, this is usually better when you have a much better example and they give you like 3 or 4 pain points that are actually like viable for everybody. And then you actually rank them like specifically for that. And then you then have to get the industry lingo for the ICP language cells as well. Speak the language. It's like me saying like what it means to Liam, and then it's like you know I said Liam at the end, but you don't actually know what that means unless you're Asian, which is fair enough. But I basically said my name's Liam. So if someone says that, I'd be like, oh, you actually know Chinese? It's like, oh, okay. So PS, I don't really recommend using one pain point at a time. It confuses the AI if you use more than one. So I'll just show you now. So pretend you're an industry owner complaining about GPT pain point outputs. Please go in depth and use industry lingo and be emotional, which is very important. So what you are, and by the way, be more specific on this as well. I'm very vague right now, but if you know that they do, I don't know, debt transactions, or they're like an investor, or maybe they're a social media marketing agency owner, or maybe they do X, X, and X. You get the point. Be specific. All right, pretend you're a a business owner in the finance and industry complaining about, and I'm going to do, yes, it's cash flow management. So just take this pain point and then just copy and paste this in here. And then you drop it in. And as you will see in just a second, as a business owner in the finance industry, I have to tell you, cash flow management feels like an internal grind. Every month is a new struggle, balance coming, my livelihood, my employees, in the future. I put my heart and soul. When clients are late in payments, it feels like punching a gut every day. I send out invoices. I've met with a mix of like, bro, reading this makes me feel pain because like I know this feeling where you send out invoices and no one gets back. It's like seriously, like come on. Every delayed payment means I'm one step closer to potential disasters. Do I pay my staff? And we pride ourselves on being organized and strategic. Like that's interesting. Yeah, cash flow strip away the confidence. But when finances are tight, it's hard to be cordial. The emotions run high. Let's talk about planning in the future. How can I strategize? Like this is interesting. How can I strategize for growth when my cash position is so uncertain? Imagine you receive an email that says that, like that. That's going to cook. When I say that's going to cook, it's going to cook. If you hit the right person, obviously. There are opportunities out there, uh, new marketing initiatives, technology investments, blah 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 blah. So yeah, let's close this up. So next is to generate trigger questions in the email to provoke them. Josh Brown calls this poke the bear questions. Basically, let me just close this up. So now take points in this paragraph and turn this into 3 different trigger questions to get the person thinking this is possible and they need to solve, and this is a problem they need to solve. My service is, I'm going to say, cold email lead generation. The next sentence will be me asking if you're interested in using this solution to solve the problem. Yeah, can you frame the question in a way that I can be the solution? So again, this is really, really useful because I'm just going to close this off. And then we just drop it in Merlin. And then my TION. Nice. So let's see what Monsieur Merlin says for GPT-4 Mini. Are you finding it increasingly difficult to maintain consistent cash flows due to late client payments? And how would it feel to have a steady stream of new leads coming in to help stabilize your income? Another angle. Do you often feel overwhelmed trying to plan your business's growth while cash flow issues are constantly holding you back? And could a targeted lead generation strategy help you unlock new opportunities? New angle. Is the stress, oh, this is a personal one. Is the stress of managing urgent financial obligations taking a toll on your personal life? Would you be interested in exploring a solution that can help you connect with qualified leads to boost your revenue? More angles. More angles. Just run A B test. Just keep running angles. And this is what I do. And this is, I have a video on my channel somewhere where it's how I booked like 6 calls in, it was like 6 calls in 6 days. I had a client recently. And this is what I did. I literally ran a bunch of angles and one of them slapped. And then I just ran 3,000 emails a day for them. And it just ripped. So yeah. And the next one is, Um, so this is also really important. I don't know if people say this or say it often, but next is to objection handle in the email. This is subtle, but when someone reads your email, there's always a question of what's the catch? I know I have it. Like I know I have. Like when someone sends me an email, I remember receiving one where it was, I can sign you 5 to 10 new clients completely on a rev share basis, and I was like, there's a catch here. There is absolutely there's no two ways in heaven that there's not a catch here. I don't believe it. So there's always a catch. And the earlier you can relieve these problems, the less objections you have in future. This is the basics of the sales process. I'm no professional salesperson, but I know the sales process works like that. Remove the objections before they come up. So it's the same in an email. So, oh shoot, sorry. Open this up. What are the top objections that come to mind when I say this to someone in this position? And what are subtle ways of handling the objections in email? Please rank them from most important to least important. And he will open up Monsieur Malin again. I think if I can I just send this in? No, you can't. Well, that works too. Okay, we're back. Something happened, so we're gonna continue on. So, what are the top objections that come to mind when I say this to someone in this position, and what are the subtle ways of handling the objection in the email? Please rank them from most important to least important. I don't see how cold email can generate quality leads. First one, include case studies, testimonials. I understand you might be skeptical about cold email, blah blah. We already have a marketing approach. We don't need another one, which is basically that's great to hear. You have a marketing approach. Many clients find that integrating cold email campaigns works or helps. I can't afford to invest in lead gen right now. Frame your service as an investment rather than an expense. I don't have the time to manage another marketing effort. Say it's completely hands off and you don't have to touch anything. I don't think cold emails are effective. Present stats or industry trends that demonstrate the effectiveness of cold email. So what I'm trying to get at is you get the point, right? Like these are actual realistic objections that someone in this position might have when you come to them with your service, whatever your service is. And with that, you then understand what objections they will have. So, and last is just knowing what they want really. So there's one thing I would add to all this is you should add the person's position in this as well. So I don't really do it often because I have a pretty strong idea, but you can add in and be like they are a marketing director, maybe they're the CEO founder, and it might change the output a bit. But generally, like you're going to be targeting the director of marketing, like basically C suites and the owners, pretty much. So yeah. And the last one is this one here. What is the dream outcome of someone in this situation? For a business owner in the in the finance industry, struggling with cash flow, management, dream outcome can list stable cash flow, increased client base, improved revenue, less financial stress, greater business growth opportunities, stronger client relationships, work-life balance, long-term business sustainability. So you get the point. With all this, you can basically do this for any client, any campaign. Awesome. So there's just one more, and this will give you more ideas and ways of testing everything you've learned above. So it'll just basically give you more ways of testing, and you can get it in the description below. It'll be on my newsletter. It'll bring you inside, and you can learn more stuff about cold emails. All of this inside. Yeah, just drop your email in. I'll send it over to you. And look, I have a great day. See you.